Hello guys, welcome back to another review here on this channel. This is Thoman's newest budget guitar, the Harley Benton JAMster in sparkling candy apple red. Looks so delicious, I really want to take a bite. There's a little special ingredient in here that is not poison or failure. It is a built-in amp with multi-effects. Who is it for, you might ask? Well, as a guitar teacher, I know many students that are a little bit shy or even anxious when they are plugged into a big amp because of all the noises that come out. For those players, for beginners with a small pocket and don't want to buy an extra amp, and for every other guitar player out there. Just imagine a situation where you're not able to carry a big amp with you. For example, on holidays, when you're on the road with a camper, or at your working place and you have a little break, or in situations where you have to play calm, like a little warm-up before the concert. My first big reason why I purchased this guitar was curiosity. I had a lot of home lessons back then, and I used little headphone amps from Vox and Hotone, connected it with my Bluetooth speaker, and that was my setup that really saved my life and my back health. So I really know the advantage of an instrument like this here. The second reason is the look. Kirk Hammett and Brad Gillis, the second guitarist from Ozzy Osbourne, also had a Super Strat with a candy apple red finish, a black pickguard, and I also think black hardware, but I'm not sure about that. So yeah, it's a little throwback to the 80s for me. Let's talk about the specs. We have a poplar body, a maple neck that was the biggest surprise to me. It feels very smooth and satinized. Very comfortable. 22 frets that are not sharp on the ends, but also not perfectly round. They're not gritty, so a little bit polished. Could be better, but please consider it's a budget guitar. The hardware is completely black. Makes it look so much more valuable. I very like the little tuning heads on the headstock. Yeah, a standard Stratocaster tremolo bridge. The poties are not made out of this cheap plastic. These are metal poties. An HSS configuration, so a humbucker, single coil with a 5-way selector, of course. Due to the specs, it has most similarities to the ST20. That is the cheapest Strat copy from Harley Benton. That is between 99 and 111 euros if you want to have it with an HSS configuration. This, plus a built-in amp for just 129 euros. That's a very great deal. The battery support for the amp is back here with 3 AA batteries that are of course not included. Now let's take a closer look at the electrics. Or electronics? Well, due to the amplifier, it's both. We have a master volume, a master tone, and a 5-way selector for the channels we can play with our amplifier. It took me a while to realize that you have to tap on the master tone potty to adjust the amount of effect you have on a certain channel. Yeah, for example, the second is with clean and reverb, so you can put on more reverb by tapping on the master tone. We have 2 small jack outputs, one for headphones, one for monitoring. Just imagine you want to make a little short video for Instagram, YouTube, or what else. You connect your guitar with your smartphone, want to use the built-in effects. Well, what's the disadvantage in most cases? You cannot hear your own signal, right? On this guitar you can. Just connect your smartphone with a monitoring output and your headphones with the upper one. The traditional jack output works in active and passive position as well. Alright, time to check out the sounds. I enabled the first channel that is clean without effects. In the bridge position. Bridge and middle. Middle pickup. Middle and neck. And the neck pickup. Now I'm tapping the master tone. Yeah. It doesn't get louder, it's a little bit like more output, more gain. You can see the level of adjustment here with that LED. Green for the first one, blue the second, and red the third one. The next channel is clean plus reverb. And I'm using the neck pickup first. Last one. Now once again with a bridge pickup. Yeah, the last one has a lot of reverb in it. It sounds very dreamy. The third channel, that is overdrive or crunch. The next channel is distortion or high gain. That's a booster. Yeah. Channel is the same distortion, but this time with delay. That's also the booster function plus more delay. I don't know if I like it. Yeah, I also love a lot of ambience in my sound, but that's a little bit too much in my opinion. What else to say? What a nice guitar that looks and feels so much more valuable. I like the idea of a built-in amp with multi-effects in it, even though I'm not happy with the choice between the 3 steps on the high gain channels, because actually I don't need a booster. All other channels, the clean one, clean plus reverb. So dreamy. Crunch, super aggressive and AC/DC-like, and yes, I like the distortion sound, but why does it start with a low volume and then it gets higher and higher? I don't need that function. Thumbs up for the crafting quality. I like the black hardware to red look. That is so extremely 80s. The neck is comfortable to play, and the opportunity to play this guitar everywhere makes it a real game changer, not only for me, but I think especially for beginner guitarists. Check out the Thomann store, there's also an option in dark metallic silver, looks also pretty sick. Thumbs up if you like this video, and see you next time.